So now financial leverage or financial risk analysis. Now, when you borrow money, obviously you get cash in your business. So that's a happy situation. But every time when you borrow money, you also have to pay it back. And not only you have to pay it back, you also have to pay interest on it. So therefore, one has to be very careful in borrowing. And one has to be very careful also in finding out as to what is my financial risk. So how do I find out my financial risk? I can find out my financial risk by calculating different ratio. Number one, debt equity ratio. So long-term debt divided by equity will give me an idea as to what is my debt equity ratio. Uh, Depending on how is the market conditions, your debt equity ratio can be high or your debt equity ratio can be low. If market is in a good condition, you are able to sell whatever you produce, your debt equity ratio can be high, or rather your debt equity ratio should be high. Why? Because you are in business for growth. So unless you incur capital expenditure, how will you grow? So in that case, a high debt equity ratio is fine when the market is in a good shape. When the market is in a bad shape, that means when your EBITDA is under pressure, in that case your debt equity ratio must be as low as possible. Number two, you can calculate net debt equity ratio. And how do we calculate net debt equity ratio? We will calculate the net debt equity ratio by deducting cash and cash balance from the long-term debt and then divided by equity. So long-term debt minus cash balance or cash equivalent is my net debt divided by equity will give me my net debt equity ratio. I can also calculate total debt to equity ratio. So that is total debt divided by equity. And I can simply calculate the equity ratio, and that is shareholders equity divided by total assets. So these are the four ratios, friends, that you will calculate for the purpose of finding out financial leverage or financial risk analysis. So जितना आपका debt equity ratio कम होगा, उतनी आपकी financial risk कम होगी. That means if your debt equity ratio is low, that means you have a low debt component in your capital structure. So if you have a low debt component, that means you have a low interest burden. So if you have a low interest burden, in case for some reason there is a pressure on your EBITDA margins or on your EBITDA, then your reduced EBITDA also will be able to take care of your lower debt servicing burden. And if your debt servicing burden is high, that means your interest cost is high and your EBITDA has shrunk because of the market conditions, then what you will see an operational creditor or a financial creditor filing an application against your company under section 7 or section 9 of the IBC code for the CIRP of your company. And that is what is your financial risk analysis is all about. Now, quick case study we can do so why do businesses borrow? Should a business resort to LBO, that is leveraged buyout? If yes, then when? So is it possible to increase earning per share of a company without any change in the operating profit? All of you. The question is to all of you. Is that possible? Everyone, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
How?
Reducing the base share capital number of shares.
Which means reducing the company size.
No. Okay. So reducing the cap. How do you reduce the capital?
It is not. It is basically outstanding shares.
Outstanding shares. So how do you reduce the outstanding shares?
So if a company outstanding shares, if it goes for a buyback from the open market, okay. So in that case, your EPS should increase, right?
Okay. So you can do the buyback provided you have cash with you.
Obviously.
So if you do not have cash, then how do you do the buyback? Okay. So assuming that buyback option is not available to you, can you still increase your EPS without any change in the operating profit? Okay. Question to all of you. What is operating profit? Everyone. What is operating profit? Yes, Sushant, what is operating profit?
Sir, I think net income mine.
Jayaprakash, what is operating profit?
It's the earning after depreciation.
Sandhya, what is operating profit?
Operating profit would be in earning before tax plus interest.
Okay, so earning before tax plus interest. So that means what you're saying is EBIT.
Yes.
And that's correct. And that's correct. That's correct. So is it possible to increase EPS without any change in the operating profit? यानी कि कंपनी का ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट जितना है उतना ही कि उतना है. Can the earning per share increase? Friends, and the answer is yes. A company's earning per share can increase without any change in the operating profit. And how will that happen? That can happen by playing with your capital structure, and that is using the financial leverage. So quickly, a chota case, I will do it. We are a little short of time. So just read this case. It should take you about 1 minute. And give me the answer also.